Relationships are one of the most valuable parts of our lives, where we establish emotional, intellectual, and spiritual bonds. However, sometimes the mistakes we make unknowingly can shake the foundations of these valuable relationships. Stoic philosophy offers ways to avoid these mistakes and build our relationships on a more solid foundation. Today, we will discuss 5 basic mistakes that should never be made in a relationship, in the light of the wise teachings of ancient Stoicism. Being aware of these mistakes can positively affect not only your current relationships, but also your personal development. Throughout our video, we will examine in-depth topics such as emotional dependency, criticism, dwelling on the past, restricting your partner's freedom, and lack of communication. Each topic will be filled with practical information and suggestions that will help you and your partner walk together to a happier and healthier future. Now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss this important information and join us on this journey. Part 1: Creating Emotional Dependency. Emotional dependency in relationships often develops without your awareness and can limit the individual's personal freedom. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that happiness is individual and can only be achieved through an independent inner-world balance. Therefore, emotional dependency is one of the basic situations to be avoided in relationships. Emotional dependency manifests itself as excessive dependency on our partner and constant search for approval. This situation weakens the person's ability to independently manage their own decisions and emotions. Stoicism guides us to gain emotional autonomy and self-sufficiency, thus preserving our freedom and maintaining a healthy balance in our relationships. Emotional independence in a relationship requires the process of knowing and understanding ourselves. Discovering our own feelings, needs, and boundaries is an important part of this process. Respecting our partner's personal space and freedoms forms the basis of mutual respect in a relationship. Stoic teachings say that external factors, including people, should play a limited role in determining our happiness. Healthy emotional independence means that both partners can be happy on their own and share this happiness together. This approach makes the relationship more long-lasting and satisfying. As a result, overcoming emotional dependency allows for more objective and sensible problem-solving in relationships. This independence, combined with mutual understanding, allows both parties to develop as stronger and more independent individuals. Part 2: Constant criticism and judgment. Constant criticism and judgment in relationships can be the source of many problems. Stoic philosophy helps us understand the destructive effects of such behaviors and guides us to avoid these habits. Criticism, if not managed constructively, can undermine your partner's self-esteem and damage your bond. Therefore, learning how to express criticism in a healthy way strengthens communication in relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of mutual respect and understanding. Using criticism as a constructive tool is based on this principle. When you are upset with your partner's behavior, instead of presenting it as a direct criticism or judgment, express your feelings openly and understandingly. For example, instead of saying, "I don't understand you," saying, "Can you help me understand this better?" moves communication in a more positive direction. Also, constant criticism is often based on our own internal fears and insecurities. The Stoics recommend accepting our own responsibilities and addressing our personal insecurities. Being aware of our own behaviors and correcting them reduces the need to criticize others. Any criticism should be addressed with open communication and mutual understanding. In order to use criticism as a tool that strengthens the relationship, both parties must be emotionally mature. Valuing your partner's opinions and trying to understand them is the foundation of a healthy relationship. Finally, it's important to learn how to accept criticism. The Stoic approach teaches us to resist external criticism and view it as opportunities for personal growth. In this way, we discover healthy ways to both give and receive criticism, which puts our relationship on a more solid foundation. Part 3: Dwelling on the past. Dwelling on the past is a major obstacle to moving forward in relationships. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of leaving the past behind and focusing on the present. Learning from past experiences is beneficial, but constantly bringing up past events or mistakes can negatively impact the current relationship. Negative events from the past should not overshadow our current relationship. For example, constantly bringing up an old argument or a mistake can undermine trust and put unnecessary pressure on your partner. Instead, as Stoicism suggests, we should embrace the past as a learning experience and take steps toward the future. Forgiveness is critical in this process. Forgiveness involves not only forgiving your partner for past mistakes, but also not bringing them up again. This behavior lightens the load on the relationship and allows both parties to leave the past behind and enjoy the present moment. In addition, instead of focusing on the past, it is more beneficial to invest energy in strengthening the current relationship. Take constructive steps to improve your relationship. For example, explore new activities together or have conversations that deepen your relationship. Such activities help the relationship progress more healthily and disperse the shadow of the past. Finally, Stoic thought teaches the importance of maintaining our inner peace and connecting with the present moment. Dwelling on the past disrupts our personal peace and prevents progress in our relationship. Therefore, letting go of what happened in the past and focusing on your current relationship means a happier and healthier relationship for both parties. The past should not be forgotten, but it should not be dwelled on. Acting with this awareness is essential for a Stoic life. Chapter 4: Restricting your partner's freedom. Restricting your partner's freedom is a major factor in the development of a healthy bond in a relationship. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that each individual should have the freedom to make their own decisions and manage their own lives. Restricting these freedoms disrupts the natural balance of the relationship and has a detrimental effect over time. Placing excessive restrictions on your partner or exerting excessive control over them is fundamentally rooted in insecurity and fear. However, Stoicism teaches us to confront our own fears and address them rationally. Instead of restricting your partner's freedom, you should work on your own insecurities and create a healthy environment of trust in your relationship. Restricting freedom also harms your partner's personal development. Each individual has the right to learn new things, express themselves, and explore their own interests. Supporting your partner in such activities enriches your relationship and shows that you value them. This is a sign of mutual respect and understanding. It is also important to recognize that both parties in a relationship have the right to spend time alone. Stoicism states that moments of solitude are valuable for personal reflection and growth. Spending quality time with your partner, as well as time alone, is essential for a healthy relationship. Finally, not restricting freedom in a relationship makes both partners feel happier and more satisfied. Respecting mutual freedoms reinforces trust and commitment. With a Stoic approach, respecting and supporting your partner's freedoms puts your relationship on a more solid foundation and allows both parties to develop individually. Chapter 5: Lack of communication. Lack of communication is one of the biggest problems encountered in relationships and is often the root cause of disagreements and misunderstandings. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that open and honest communication is one of the cornerstones of a healthy relationship. This philosophy reminds us of the importance of expressing ourselves openly and truly listening to the other person. Lack of communication usually results from not sharing feelings and thoughts enough. This situation can accumulate over time and cause deep cracks in the relationship. Regularly sharing your feelings, thoughts, and expectations with your partner prevents misunderstandings and allows your relationship to be more transparent. Stoics emphasize the importance of listening to the other party and trying to understand their perspective. Active listening means not only hearing what the other person is saying, but also trying to understand it. During this process, approaching with empathy rather than criticism strengthens your relationship. In addition, Stoic teachings remind us of the importance of being honest but also kind when expressing ourselves. The language you use during communication determines the tone of your relationship. The clearer and more understandable your words are, the healthier your communication will be. Giving logical and thoughtful responses instead of emotional reactions reinforces mutual understanding and respect. Finally, when faced with any disagreements or problems, it is important to address these situations quickly and openly. Ignoring or postponing problems usually leads to bigger problems. Stoicism teaches that courage and openness are required to overcome problems. Speaking openly to each other increases trust and commitment in the relationship, so both parties have a chance to maintain a stronger and happier union. In this video, we examine 5 basic mistakes that should never be made in relationships in the light of Stoic philosophy. We hope this information will help you move your relationships to a healthier and happier path. If you want to watch more content like this, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be informed about our new videos. You can contribute with your comments and share your thoughts with us. See you in our next video. Stay healthy.